Glorious rising, rich rising, peace family, peace beloved. Welcome back to your SHU Yoga and Flow with Ness. I hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful week. Today we're gonna have an easygoing hip flow, opening up our hips, our inner thighs, using our full body. Let's begin at the back of the mat. Have a great, great flow. Thank you for joining. Beginning at the back of our mat with our big toes connecting, heels slightly separated. We're beginning with pyramid walkouts, and these are great ways to warm up the body, get into our sequence, and just feel the space that is around us. So the back of the mat, big toes connecting, heels slightly separated. We're gonna inhale, swinging our hands above our crown, looking, gazing towards the base of our palms. Exhale, let your hands connect at your heart space. This flow is gonna be relatively easy, but we're gonna move with intention. Exhale, forward fold, and of course purpose. And if you find that there's areas in our practice that you can slow down and move with a bit more slower of a tempo, a bit more melodic, go ahead and do so, tapping into the mysticism or the mystic power that lies in yoga, that lies in Kemetic, Smaital, Kemetic yoga. From here, you're going to inhale, halfway lift, pressing our big toe mounds and our pinky edge into the floor, coming to a halfway lift. We're going to exhale, we're going to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up, pulling forward with your collarbone, pulling back with your hips. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. Step forward with the right hand, step forward with the left hand, step forward with the right hand, step forward with the left hand. Coming into our first pyramid of the day. Your next exhale, step forward with your left foot, then your right, and then your right, and then your left. Coming into another halfway lift up. Exhale, bend, fold. Let's get into our hamstrings by bending our knees, sending our bum back and sending our collarbone forward, getting into a deep compression with our thighs and our chest. Exhale, start to straighten out your legs, sending the weight to your back body, to the backs of your legs, traveling down the spine towards the crown. Let's repeat that for 2 more times, bending our knees to our stomach and thighs connect with each other. Exhale, we're folding, pulling our collarbone closer to Father again. Getting long through the back body. Matching our inhales with our exhales. Inhale, halfway lift up. Inhale, we contract. And exhale, we release. Step back with your right foot. Step back with your left. Now you're in a pyramid. Walking back. And it's going to be a little bit different, but it's the same intention that we're driving into the backs of our feet, into the backs of our legs, into our calves, hamstrings, and our lower back. Step back with your right hand, step back with your left hand. Halfway lift up, getting into our hamstrings again. Bending deeply, coming into a halfway lift. You can bring your hands to your thighs. You can bring them to your hip creases and then just work on the fold by straightening the legs. You want to send your tailbone up and back and head traveling down. Engage to your core with that forward fold. Halfway lift up again. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift up, bending our legs. Exhale, we fold. Walk out with your left, walk out with your right. See if you can take a less amount of steps with your palms, traveling to your pyramid pose. Maybe you pedal out a little bit here, or maybe you find stillness. Observing your energy levels. Observing your breath. Step forward your right foot. Step forward your left foot. Maybe now you're taking the least amount of steps. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, we fold. Halfway lift up, getting to your hamstrings with a deep bend, compressing your thighs and your stomach together. Exhale. We fold. Last one. Halfway lift. And exhale. We fold. Step back with your left foot. Step back with your right foot, coming into your pyramid pose or your down dog. Pressing through the outer edges of your right and left foot, and you're finding stability through the big toe mount of each foot. The inner arches of your feet might lift. Maybe looking towards your navel, between your thighs. Last one, walk your right hand back. Walk your left hand back. Deep compression. I'm going to do it for one round here. Get your stomach and thighs to meet. Get deep into your hip sockets. Feel your hip sockets turn on. Maybe lift all 10 toes and place all 10 toes to re-grip the earth. And as you re-grip, forward fold. Walk out with your right. Walk out with your left. Coming to your pyramid posture. Gripping with our inner edges of our feet. Feel your inner thighs turn on as you engage more through your big toe mount. Lift the heels, look forward, drop your knees in 5, 4. Come into all fours in 3, 2, 1. Lovely work. Keep your toes tucked. We're just going to sink back into our hip sockets by pressing through our palms. You're going to tilt your tailbone up towards the sky. You're going to lift your chest, coming almost to a cow variation. Feel your hip sockets turn on, but feel all 10 toes really engage and press against the earth. Hands are doing the opposite. We're pulling with our hands to lift that chest up. From here, come back to an all fours with a linear position, stacking ourselves on top of our wrist, hips on top of our knees. We're gonna dig into all 10 toes, lift the kneecap, slide back to your pyramid posture, dig through the right foot and dig through the left foot. Lovely. From here, we're just gonna work on a little bit of a strengthening here. We're gonna press off our hands. See if you can bend your elbows out wide, right going to the right, left going to the left, and see if you can press through your hands to press you to a standing position. Maybe a forward fold. You're gonna really have to grip with all 10 toes to be able to push off of the ground. Coming to a deep compression again. Exhale, we're folded. Walk your right, walk your left hand up. Let's do that press up again one more time. Maybe 2 more times. Really gaining strength. And you'll know if you're able to do this, that you're shifting a great amount of weight to your back body. So you're taking the weight out of your shoulders. You're not dumping into your shoulders. You're actually pressing out of your shoulders. And being able to do this means you're engaging through your feet, your inner arches of your feet. And that's a great connection to our back body, through our legs and our hamstrings. Bend your elbows going out wide. Give yourself a great press. Grip with all 10 toes. Give yourself a great bend. Exhale, we fold. Maybe you're grabbing onto your ankles for a deeper fold, deeper compression. Engage to the core. Last one, walk your right and then walk your left hand out. Get that position, grip the earth with all 10 fingers. Grip the earth with all 10 toes. Use the inner edges of your thighs, and the edges of your feet to find balance, but find like a rootedness. How the roots in the trees will protrude through the earth. This is where our roots are, our feet, our conductors. Bend the elbows, press yourselves back out. Halfway lift up with a nice bend into your knees, stomach meeting your thighs, thighs meeting your stomach. Exhale, we fold. Walk your right, walk your left hand out, coming into a pyramid posture. From here, dig through all 10 toes, press through all 10 toes, slide to a plank, further plank. We're gonna lower our body down, all the way down. From here, lift your feet off of the ground, keep your toes in a tucking position. We're gonna press off our palms, press onto our knees, and sit back into this variation of child's pose with our 10 toes tucked. And we're sinking deep into our hip sockets. Look. From here, we're gonna slide to our double crocodile pose. Just using this as a transitionary stage. Exhale, roll yourself into a cat pose. To stack your shoulders on top of your wrists, wrists underneath your shoulders. From here, turn your left knee out. Keep your right leg going straight and going long. Right hip is glued against the earth. Left hip is opened and your inner thighs connecting with the earth. Stack yourselves on top of your forearms. Come into a 90 degrees on your elbows. You want to pull your chest open. And stay here for a few breaths. Inhaling through our nose, coming to a single crocodile. Exhaling through our nose. You want to flatten out that right foot to really get us sink those hips and that navel as close as we can to the earth. Lovely, bend your elbows, right going to the right, left going to the left. Glue that right hip back down on the ground. Grip with the right and left hand. Tuck the right toes. Press through the right heel to lift the right knee off of the ground. Press yourself up. Bring your big toes to hit the ground. Connect with the earth. Bring your big toes to connect, coming into a wide variation of a child's pose momentarily. Extending long through our hands. Maybe you sway from side to side here. Very good. Left leg stays long. Right leg is going to tilt to the outside of the right side of our mat, gluing our inner thigh towards the earth. You want to slide yourselves back to align with the right hip. Go right ahead. Right forearm connects, left forearm connects, and we're pulling our chest up, coming to our last variation of a single crocodile. Pressing. You want to press that inner right thigh into the ground so much that the outer right glute starts to activate. You're going to feel a line traveling from your glute towards your knee. And that's what we're working on right now on the exterior part of our hip. Activate all 5 toes on the right foot. You want to kick them towards the right. Keep them active. Drop your body in between your forearms. Plant your right palm, plant your left palm. Tuck the left toes, right? Drive through the left heel, lift the left knee up off the ground. Press up. Drop your right big toes down and drop your left big toes down and let your big toes connect. Sit back into your child's pose. You can sink your chest down to the ground here, or you can keep your chest lifted by pressing through your fingertips and getting more further into your hip sockets by tilting that tailbone up, lifting that chest cavity up. Pulling the navel down and in towards your groin. Last inhale. Exhale, slowly start to release us, coming to a double variation of crocodile. Now I'm going to rotate just so there's space, but there's more so room for everyone to see. Slide your hips back into the sockets that you create when your left foot goes to the left and your right foot goes to the right. Dropping deep into this space that we're creating. This might be very intense for some of us, so having blocks underneath your forearms here is perfectly fine. Having your right toes turn to the right, left toes turn to the left. Now, I have the opportunity here to use a wall to essentially like press off of the wall. I'm not entirely pressing off the wall. I'm using the wall as like a point of reference for me to know if I'm actively pressing through each foot evenly. And that's what you want to ensure in this posture, in this asana. This might help. The crocodile pose in the Kemetic spirituality teaches that it's a sublimation and control of our serpent, of our fire, of our Sikhem, our life force, our prana, our chi. Keep driving those toes to their opposite directions. You want to pull your inner thighs away from each other energetically. So you can sink your chest down a little bit lower. Maybe you want to turn your elbows going to the right, left going to the left. And you're sinking your chest down, finding more room, more space. Find an area that brings in intensity, but you can find a level of ease, comfort, intention in the intensity. How can we cultivate intention in the intensity? Exhale, slowly bring your big toes to connect as you lift your chest off the ground, coming into that child's pose variation. You can stack your fingertips once again. If you want to walk your knees in here, go right ahead. Or maybe sway from back and forth, opening that front part of our hip, getting deep into our hip sockets. We're going to take that variation for a couple more breaths. Drop your right forearm, drop the left forearm, grip with all 10 fingertips. Turn the right toes to go right, to travel towards the right. Turn the left toes to travel towards the left. Maybe you have noticed that you have created more space in this double crocodile pose. Maybe you're swaying from side to side. Inhale. Exhale. See, you can sink a little bit deeper. Pressing your glutes forward, but you're shifting your body weight to the back. So if there's opposite pull and push of energy, of muscle, of tension. Last one, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Exhale, slowly start to come back out on your inhale. Stack your left palm, stack your right palm. I'm gonna flip over to be back on my mat, entering an all fours position. We're gonna enter cat and cow, but reverse your palms. Turn your left hand towards your left knee, right hand facing the right foot. And if this twisting of the wrist is too much, just have your hands pointing towards the side of your mat. Gripping with all 10 toes. Inhale, coming into cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, we claw with our 10 fingers, push through the top 10 toes round. Inhale, dropping our belly, lifting our bum, lifting our chest. Exhale, we round. Last one, inhale, we drop. Exhale, we round. Flip the right palm forward, flip the left palm forward. Repeat your Father Get, Mother New. 2 more rounds. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we round. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we round. Coming into a neutral spine in your all fours here. We're going to enter our side plank variation. So from here, we're going to stack our right hand towards the top right of the mat. Bring your right knee closer to the right wrist. Flip your left heel down to the earth, pressing through our right shin, and the right big toe mount is grounding us. Our left pinky toe is going to help with the side body. Exhale, let that left hand drop over that left ear. Coming into a side plank variation with 3 points of contact with our right hand, right knee, and left foot. Exhale, extend the left hand back up. Drop the left hand towards the top left corner of the mat. Swing the left leg to run east and west off of the mat. From here, extend long through the left hand, traveling towards the top left corner. Start to sink your hips back into that left socket, in between the left socket and the right hip. We're going to slide our right palm towards our left foot, coming to a thread the needle variation. with an extended left leg. Pressing through our right shin and the outer edges of our left pinky toe. Inhale. Exhale, bend your left hand, place your left hand in your eye. At your eyesight, press through the left palm. Rotate that right hand towards the sky. Keep pushing off that left pinky toe. Drive through the right shin, press through the left hand. Exhale. We drop our right hand to the earth. From here, press through the right shin. Lift the left leg by using your outer hip this time and rotate that left leg to the back of the right side of our mat. Lift the left leg, bring it back to the top left corner. Swing it around. You could drop it or keep it lifted. Last one, we swing it to the left to drop it around. Place the left knee back down to where it started. Inhale. We lift our chest, dropping our belly, coming to a cow pose. Exhale, round for cat. Now I'm just gonna rotate on the opposite side of my mat. You guys can stay exactly where you are. We enter a plank, side plank variation on the right side. So extend the left leg long. Extend the right leg long. Drop the right heel down. Slide the left hand closer to the top left edge of the mat. Right now it's the back of my mat. We're rotating that right palm towards Mother New. Exhale, let that right hand, right bicep drop towards the right ear. Exhale, let the right hand connect with the top right corner of your mat. Swing that right leg outside of your mat. Reach forward the right hand, slide the left hand towards the right big toe, entering our thread the needle with an extended leg. Pressing our left shin into the earth to help with our stability and remain connected to the line that travels between our inner thigh, starting in our knee. Exhale, bend the right hand, place it in your eyesight so you can see your right hand. Press off the right fingertips to rotate towards the left. Exhale, let your left hand meet the earth. Inhale, lift the right leg off the ground, swing it around. Squeeze your inner thighs together to connect to Mary. Exhale, bring to the side. Open all 5 toes if you can. Bring it to the side. Lovely. Last one. Bring it to the side. And we drop it down where it began. Lovely. Take your inhale, lifting your chest. Exhale down. Inhale, we lift our chest. Exhale. Reground. Lovely. I'm gonna rotate back towards the top of my mat again. Give myself some space. From here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tuck our toes, sink back into our hips like we did prior to. We're gonna enter a double crocodile for a few breaths here. Just see how that feels. So from here, slide your hands back towards your knees. Lift your thighs, your shins off the ground. Slide back into your pyramid, right? From our pyramid, beloved, we're gonna slide to our plank, but moving slow, methodically, with control. Tapping into the shapes. The names of our semi pouts, entering our plank, dropping our belly, our pelvis, our navel, all the way down. Slide your forearms in front of you. Left knees to the left. Same thing with the right. Entering this crocodile pose. Once again. Not only are you taking shapes, but we're assuming the formation or mystic power that lies in each and every one of these asanas, spine out. For yoga is an ancient practice that carries its cosmic connection, therefore its cosmic benefits, and us actualizing into mysticism, into the fullness of our breath, allows us to receive the fullness of this beautiful practice. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slide yourself so you can bring your big toes to connect. Plant your right palm towards the top right of your mat. Left hand's going to get adjacent. Press yourselves back and enter this wide variation of child's pose. Pull yourself forward now to come into a side plank on your right side. Extend back the left leg long. Maybe want to rock back and forth, getting to that hip a little bit more. Bring that right knee to touch that right tricep and or wrist, and we drop it down. Rotate that left heel down. You can rotate that right ankle as well for more stability. Inhale. We rise our left hand towards Mother New, adding onto our sequence. Exhale. We drop our left hand, our left bicep over our ear. Exhale. We're pulling ourselves up energetically by also engaging through the inner thigh on the left leg. And we're going to drop that left hand down towards our left shin. Inhale, we reach up towards the sky, towards Mother Nude against the center. Gate pulls. Exhale, let your right hand travel towards the left foot. Keep reaching towards the left. Keep reaching. Press through the pinky toe root into the big toe mount. Slide your right hand towards the top of the mat. At the same time, just try to lift that left heel off of the ground. Left hand connects with the top edge of your mat. We rotate that left foot towards the exterior part of the left side of the mat. Sink our hips nice and low. Reach forward with our left hand. Reach inwards with our right palm facing Mother New. Once again, bring your left hand into your eye line and press through your fingertips. You can look forward. You can look towards your big toe. When you're closing your eyes. Last one, drop our left palm. Press through the left hand, rotating, right? Rotating. Rotate that right hand up. Exhale, release the same right hand down towards the earth. Lean into the right side of your body, but still keep it even by engaging your core. Lift the left leg, rotate it back around. And if you have a bit more space than I do, really try to swing that left leg all the way around to the opposite side of that right knee. Lovely. Last one, we rotate. We're adding on here, beloved. Swinging that left knee to the exterior part of our right leg. Squeeze your inner thigh, squeeze your inner thigh, squeeze your inner thigh. Lift through the chest cavity. Lift through your abdominal wall. Pull the navel in, pull the belly in. Exhale, rotate your left leg long, keep it straight, keep it long. Remember, straight is all relative, just extend it. And drop the left sole of the foot to the exterior part of our left hand. Lovely. From here, we're gonna enter a warrior variation, but a very low variation of warrior. So rock back and forth to find your measure, to find your measurements, find your area of quality, movement, and formation. From here, rotate that right shin, running east and west, and we're gonna press through that right shin, and our left big toe mat's gonna keep us stapled in this position. Now, having a block here underneath your seat is perfectly fine. And what we're gonna do, same thing like in warrior, we're actively pulling our hips apart from each other. So our right hip is going to travel towards the back right of our mat, and the left big toe mount is pointing forward towards the top left corner, and we're sinking low in between the left heel and sitting on top of the right foot, stretching our shin, our ankle, getting into our toes. And once again, this could be very intense for some of us who have tight ankles and our feet. So come into fingertips here, keeping yourself propped up on blocks is perfectly fine. And if you don't want to sit on top of that right heel, go right ahead, just lean in towards that left ankle. If you're leaning towards that left ankle, protect that ankle by gripping with all five toes when we're passing our knee past our ankles. Pulling our hips apart, sink further and further. Lovely. Let's enter lizard by rotating that same right knee to run north and south. Running north and south. Running long, and now we're dropping ourselves inside of our left foot. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your left and plant your right palm. Grip with all 5 toes on the left side and lift your chest by pressing through your right shin. Lovely. You can have your toes tucked here or have them untucked. What you want to do is rotate that left hand up towards Mother New, bend that elbow, and pull your left elbow towards the outside of your left hip. Rotate that left hand back down towards the earth. Now, if you're if you're lifted up with that right knee, what you're going to do is rotate that left hand towards Mother New around, right? And as you bend that left elbow, start to straighten out that left leg, straighten out that left leg. Great work. Lift the big toe, lift the right heel up a little bit higher. Exhale, we bend back into that left knee for our last rotation. We're going to rotate up, straighten out that left leg. Your left hand may be traveling on the outside of that left hand, of that left foot. Don't worry. Pull the left hip back, pull it back, pull the right hip back, forward, pull the right hip forward, left hip back, Get onto the big toe mount on the right foot, bend into our left leg. Place the left hand into the interior part of our left foot. From here, we're going to rotate to the exterior, outer edges of our feet. Left foot's going to travel to enter a side plank. To your variation. Drop that left hand in 5, 4, 3. Squeeze your inner thighs together. 1. We're in a plank here. Lower all the way down to your belly, to your navel, to your stomach. Now, you can stay exactly where we are. We're just going to travel to the other side. Tuck our 10 toes, press through our palms, lift ourselves up, bend that right knee to touch and connect with that right wrist, and we drop. Extend the right leg back, drop the left knee down by touching the left wrist. Come into your side plank variation by lifting our right hand towards Mother New. Maybe you want to make a fist like it's pulling you up. Inhale. Exhale, we enter gate pose by dropping our right hand towards the right thigh. Opening through our left side body by reaching our left palm towards the right side of our body, of our mat. Exhale, we gently release that left hand towards the right foot Reach for it, reach for it, reach for it. If it doesn't connect, don't worry. Exhale. Slide our left hand back towards the top of the mat. Right hand is gonna follow. Right heel is gonna lift off to the earth. Pressing through the left shin, pressing through the right hand and left hand. Lift the right leg up and we drop it to the exterior of our mat, our body. Sink deep into this position here. Slide the right palm forward. Slide the left hand to reach. If you connect with it, that's perfect. That's so good. Press through that left shin and rotate the right side body up. Take a look at your right elbow, the right big toe mount. Engage through your inner thighs. Pull your left hip away from your right foot. Right foot's traveling in the opposite direction. Sink a bit lower if you can. Exhale, drop the right palm completely. Press through the right hand. Rotate that left hand towards Mother Newt. Press through the outer extender with our right foot. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. Exhale. Drop that left hand down towards Father Gap. From here, you want to take a couple rocks back and forth. Go right ahead. Find your balance. Find your power grip through all 10 fingers. Lift that right foot up. Open all 5 toes if you can. And we drop it to the exterior part of our left for 1. Exhale. Reaching back with our right foot. This time we drop that right foot to the exterior part of our right hand. And lean back and forth here, finding our position within the movement. Find our ability to surrender and discomfort. Spin the left shin to run east and west, dropping the weight, our bump, in between our thigh and our shin and ankle right now. Right foot's turning forward towards the top of your right mat. For me, I'm turning forwards to the bottom of my right mat. Once again, you don't have to sit on that left shin. Whatever comes comfortable, but also seek areas of newness, exploration. Exhale, rotate that left shin to run north and south, coming into your lizard variation now. Today we were able to use the interior of our thigh, the exterior of our thigh, and now we're releasing through the hamstrings, which are connected to our psoas. That's why when we stretch our hamstrings, or even quads for that matter, we feel it in our hips as well. But right now we're releasing through the front part of our hips. Now take whatever variation you would like here. You can tuck your toes coming to a heightened position, or you can stay nice and low and just rotate with your elbow pointing towards the exterior part of our right hip. Swing it back down, or travel with me to lifting that left thigh off the ground. We rotate by pulling our elbow, same like we were on the lower end. This time we're extending that right hand, long right arm long, to pull that right hip back, getting into the belly of our right hamstring, coming to the top of our left big toe, bend into the right knee once again, Maybe start touching your hamstring, touching your thigh to feel the activation happening. Exhale in each one of your movements. And bend to straighten. Lovely. Have to hold this for a little bit longer. Drop to the inside of that right foot. Come into a 3 points contact of your plank. Come into the outer edges of your feet. You can point that right hand towards the left big toe. Point the big toe on that left side. Use your inner thighs to carry that right leg up. Stack it on top of that left big toe. Coming into your plank pose. Slowly start to glide back to your pyramid. And from here, what we're gonna do is you're gonna get heavy on your hamstrings, get heavy on your back body. Walk your hands back, and if you wanna press back, go ahead and press back. Just try to catch yourselves in a very deep bend. From here, lift your heels off the ground, come into a toe stand. Now the only thing is, I want your knees now to travel east, travel west, travel to the right, travel towards the left, opening up our inner thighs. If you want to use your wrist or the backs of your forearms to press your thighs open, go right ahead, getting even further into our hips. Now, if crow's in your practice, go ahead and enter crow by placing your palms onto the earth, keeping your heels lifted. You're gonna stack here, knees on top of your triceps, looking forward. You can bring both feet at a time or one, and hold your crow for 5, 4, use your core. Squeeze with your feet towards your glutes. 2, 1. We drop our feet, enter that toe stand again. Legs going out wide. You can use your fists to counterbalance here, or bring your hands to your heart space to enter a space of compassion and stillness. If you want to crow one more time, let's enter it. Or if you didn't get it the first time, try it again. Drop your feet. Knees go wide. You can drop your knees down, entering our favorite child's pose of the day. Really only our only child's pose. Reaching forward with our right and left hand. Sink into those hips again. Ease out however which way you get there. Lift yourselves up into a pyramid pose. Step forward your right foot to the exterior of your right hand. Drop that left knee down. From here, you're gonna rock back and forth with the left toes tucked into a half split lizard variation. You can come to your top of your fingers here to create more room. Really try to press through each big toe. When you're going back, you're pressing through the right big toe. When you're going forward, you're pressing through the left big toe. That's gonna help you lift the chest. Release through the front hip on the left side. And the last one forward, we're gonna enter our lizard again. This lizard's gonna be a little bit different. You can stay on your hands here and grab onto that left foot, that right foot with your left hand, and rotate by pressing into the right knee with the right palm. Let your right big toe come off the ground. Or if you want to intensify a little bit more, hold on to that right foot with the left hand and reach back to grab the exterior of that left foot with the right hand. Looking at your right shoulder. Let your inhales pull you in deeper. Your exhales pull you in deeper, and your inhales keep you rooted. Exhale, drop your left shin down. Enter a half split variation momentarily. Maybe point those right toes towards Mother New, towards your face. Exhale, bend back right into the right knee. Tuck the left toes as you bend back into the right knee. And just slide it back to your pyramid posture. Left leg travels right away to the exterior of that left foot. Now I know I'm facing the back of the mat, but it's only because I chose not to rotate towards the front. Get a different look on the mat. Pressing through the left big toe mount, then the right to go forward. Lift that chest up when you're forward. Once again, come to your fingertips if you want more height here. See how you can enter almost a space of meditation as you slow down these movements. Exhale, drop your right forearm and your left. Take whatever variation comes natural to you. You want to just take over for traditional corkscrew or right ahead. And if you notice that this side's tighter, honor that. Exhale, release. Tuck the right big toes, lift the right knee, slide the left foot back to your pyramid. Our first and our last vinyasa of the day. In your pyramid, you're gonna slide to your plank in 5, 4, 3, 2. Pull your navel in, pull your collarbone forward, pull your heels back. 1, take your push up. Drop your elbows, drop your knees, slide to your wajat. Exhale, release. However which way you can. Meet me on your bum. And 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. However which way you are, let's enter an easy seat with our shins crossed. Grab onto your toes with your fingers. Energetically push into your palms with your feet and pull yourselves in to get into your hips a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come up, unravel, and just realign. Same thing, grab onto your feet. Just, you're not pulling yourselves in, but your feet are kicking to your hands, and with that, you're gonna have that same activation that you would have if your feet were kicking into a wall with crocodile. It's almost like a counterbalance or counter force that's gonna help us get back into the foundation of it. So press into your hands with your feet, pull your hips back, get long through your spine, and drop down low. You move from side to side. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply again. Exhale. Rotate to run north and south. Bring the soles of your feet to connect with the earth. Maybe reach forward just a little bit to release through the scapula and the entirety of our spine. Grab onto the big toes if you can. And slowly start to roll yourselves down. You can release that connection at your big toes or keep them connected enter a waterfall with your legs extending out long. And here you can release your big toe mounts or stay connected. Exhale, enter happy baby. This is where we will close our practice. You're more than welcome to stay in happy baby or help in or slide into Shavasana, where you can close your practice and enter a space of meditation. Maybe today's meditation will be on the mysticism that lies within you.